It's time to start your day with the First Cup Morning Show.
Serving up a warm cup of good news, positivity, and uplifting messages.
And now, here's your host,
Our dad,
Joshua Kangley.
Good morning, friends, and welcome back to the First Cup Monday Morning Show. I'm Joshua Kangley, and I am so glad you are here with me today because, as you know, right here is where we kick off the week with some good news and some good vibes. It's our little break from the noise. A big happy Monday to you on this delightful June 8th. And thank you for being here with me today. And I mean that. Some of you now are getting that coffee going or taking that first sip. Some are just getting up or on your way to work. And others are catching this later in the day, driving home from work, getting dinner ready, whatever it is. The fact of the matter is, you could be listening to anything else right now. And you chose to be here with me today, and I appreciate that more than you know. So a really big thank you from wherever you're listening from. You're here, I'm here, we are all here. So let's get this show started. And by the way, this is a show you can listen to with your kids. It really is a show for the whole family. I do have some good news for you, and we will get to that in just a bit. But first, let's start it off with a quote. And today, we're taking a look at a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. He once said, "What is a weed? A plant whose virtues have not yet been discovered." And this quote reminds us that value is often a matter of perspective. A weed is only considered a weed because its purpose hasn't been recognized. The same can sometimes be true of people, ideas, and even ourselves. Let's face it, too often we judge potential by first appearances or current circumstances. Yet history is filled with individuals who were overlooked because their gifts were not yet discovered. And perhaps the lesson this week is this: never be too quick to dismiss something or someone, because hidden beneath the surface may be qualities waiting to bloom and make a difference in the world. And now let's go to the Did You Know? Did you know that on this day, June 8th, in 1948, the very first car to bear the Porsche name hit the road? Just 3 years after World War II ended, Europe was still rebuilding. Resources were limited, but one young engineer had a vision. Ferry Porsche wanted to create the sports car he couldn't find anywhere else. And on June 8th in 1948, a hand-built aluminum prototype known as the Porsche 356 number 1 Roadster was officially registered, and it became the very first vehicle to carry the Porsche name. What began as a single prototype built with passion and ingenuity eventually grew into one of the most iconic automotive brands in the world. And the lesson here: every great success story starts somewhere. And sometimes all it takes is one idea, one dream, and the determination to bring it to life. And if you didn't know that, now you know. Well, today is National Best Friends Day. And today is all about celebrating those special people who know your embarrassing stories and somehow still answer your calls, or nowadays, text messages. A best friend is that rare person who can turn an ordinary day into an adventure, make you laugh when you least expect it, and pick you up when life gets a little bumpy. Whether you've been friends since childhood or met just a few years ago, true friendship has a way of making life's highs even higher and its challenges a little easier to navigate. So today, take a moment to reach out to that friend who's been there through the laughter, the chaos, the victories, and the setbacks. Send that text, make a call, share a memory, or simply let them know they matter. Because, hey, When you think about it, some of life's greatest treasures aren't things at all. They're the people who walk beside us on the journey. So happy National Best Friends Day to you all. And now it's time for some animal fun facts.
Today's animal is the bald eagle. Did you know the bald eagle became the official national symbol in 1782?
Did you know an adult bald eagle can have a wingspan of 6 to 8 feet?
Did you know they can see about 4 to 5 times better than humans and can spot fish from high in the sky?
Did you know bald eagles can soar at speed of about 30 to 35 miles per hour and dive at speed of up to 100 miles per hour?
All right, let's get to the good news of the week. Finding purpose through restoration. How one retiree turned loss into a community blessing. After experiencing the heartbreaking loss of his wife, a Rhode Island retiree discovered an unexpected path toward healing, giving discarded items a second life. For Jack Burnett of Warwick, what began as a simple way to stay occupied during a difficult season in his life gradually evolved into something much larger. Following the death of his wife, Patricia, Burnett found himself struggling with grief and searching for a reason to get moving again. That reason came from something he had always enjoyed, repairing things. As he traveled through town, Burnett started collecting unwanted items left at curbsides: bicycles, tools, lawn equipment, furniture, and more. Using his skills and patience, he cleaned, repaired, and restored them, transforming what others saw as junk into useful treasures. And today his front yard serves as a small community marketplace where neighbors can find affordable, refurbished items. While the extra income helps supplement his retirement, Burnett says helping others is what truly motivates him. By keeping prices low, he hopes to make everyday items accessible to families facing financial challenges. In some cases, if someone genuinely needs something and can't afford it, he simply gives it away. Recently, word of Burnett's efforts spread online after a customer shared his story on social media. The response was overwhelming, with community members reaching out to offer donations, encouragement, and support. Beyond restoring old possessions, Burnett has also built new friendships along the way. The conversations, connections, and kindness he experiences each day have become some of the most rewarding parts of the project. And Jack Burnett's story is a reminder that even in life's most difficult moments, purpose can often be found in unexpected places, and that small acts of service can create a lasting impact on an entire community. Friends, I really hope you enjoyed that good news. And for more good news, positivity, and uplifting messages, you can always visit guidinglights.org. That's guidinglights.org. Now, before we go, I'd like to leave you with a dad joke. Why was the picture sent to jail? It was framed. Well, friends, that will wrap up this week's show. I hope it brought a little light into your day, a little smile on your face, ready for the week. Have a great week out there, and I challenge you to be the reason someone else smiles this week. And remember, don't let the mainstream media fool you. Don't let them divide us, because we are way more alike than different. And there is good news happening all the time.